There are two toy lines that I want to collect every single figure from, and one of those is the Chaos Effect line from Jurassic Park. I've always been a huge fan of the Chaos Effect line, so I thought I would do a tier list of them because why not? And it sort of fits into spooky season videos that I've been doing. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into this. Honestly, I really just wanted to do a video so I could use my Halloween intro. I love that intro so much, and I put so much time into it. But anyways, I don't know. Anyways, let's just go ahead and get into the video because why not? Yeah, so these are all the released Chaos Effect figures, additional 2 unreleased figures, because I said why not, because they're right there, I might as well just use them, and yes, I'm using pictures I took, because I'm not finding some low quality images on Google that are like have a bright orange background. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Tanaconda. Anyways, let's start off with the Velociraptor X. This one was the first Chaos Effect figure I ever got. And, of course, why wouldn't I get it? Because it's the only figure, or really the only anything in the entire Jurassic Park series, and any toy line, that acknowledge the existence of Archaeopteryx. Like, come on, we need an Archaeopteryx figure. Come on, Mattel, we need an Archaeopteryx figure. I know they're small, but at this point you made so many, not scaled dinosaurs that you can make a large Archaeopteryx. It's fine. Like, come on, I need it. I will be complete once that happens. I need more Archaeopteryx figures, and I need an articulated Archaeopteryx figure. Come on. But anyways, yeah, Velociraptor, first Chaos Effect figure I ever got. Sort of the thing that got me into the Chaos Effect line. It's pretty cool. The sculpt is very recognizable. It's very iconic from the Jurassic Park Chaos Effect line. I mean, come on, you gotta know it. It's very recognizable and everything. The action feature overall is not the best on mine, but that could just be due to being so old and could have warped over time. But I'll put some footage in the background, as you can see. The action feature, the wings sort of hit up against the head, and they don't do its full like wing slashing, whatever it is. It's not the best, but again, it could just be due to it being so old. Its articulation is basically just its left leg. That's the only thing you can move independently from the action feature. Everything else is all tied in with the action feature. So, yeah, it's just its left leg. And it's super loose anyway. So, it's not the best figure, but it's very iconic. And the sculpt is very nice. The colors aren't super flashy like any of the others, but honestly, I'm going to put it S tier because it got me into the Chaos Effect line. It has Archaeopteryx in it, and it's very iconic, so it's going up there. The Tanny, I keep wanting to say Tannystropheus, but it's Tanaconda. I believe this is just a repaint of the Tannystropheus, or maybe I'm wrong, and maybe the Tannystropheus is just a repaint of this. I don't know. I don't remember. But yeah, this thing is so dull. I mean, come on. It's so boring looking. The colors are so boring. I know. I figured they're trying to go with a snake like color scheme for this one, but come on. It's the Chaos Effect line. They're known for their flashy colors, their brightly colored figures. And this one just doesn't do it for me. It's not really very nice. And I never really liked this figure. Honestly, I wouldn't be mad if I never got it, but I probably will, just because it's a Chaos Effect figure and I want to complete the collection. Yeah. So I'm putting it in E tier because I don't really like it. And also, I forgot to mention, this doesn't include any of the minis or the humans or any of the other things. These are just the larger figures. It's Paradinonicus. This figure is another very iconic figure and dinosaur from the line. It is, of course, very cartoonish and very disproportionate. Its legs are huge, its feet are giant, and its tail is small, but that just probably is because it got bit off. Its face has always looked really weird to me, but it doesn't close its mouth all the way, but again, it's very cartoony. It's supposed to look like it's supposed to look not real. Like, of course, it's this chaos effect figure, but again, I love the colors on this thing. It reminds me of a banana Laffy Taffy, and just reminds me of Halloween, and I really like that for some reason. It just reminds me of Halloween, and I really like it. It's a very unique concept and very cool looking, of course, with the tail like that's been bit off. It looks really cool. The action feature, okay, listen to me. If you know, you know. It's hard to explain, but the Chaos Effect figures are made out of a certain type of plastic. It has a very satisfying texture. It's very soft, but also not soft. Like I said, if you know, you know. It's hard to explain, but it's something about it is super satisfying to move the articulation and the action feature. I don't know what it is, but a lot of the figures are made out of that plastic, and it's super satisfying. And this one is no different. It's very satisfying to play with it, and like seriously, like I just sometimes get it out like while I'm editing or something. I'll just have it and I'll like mess with its articulation or whatever while I'm waiting, and it's just super satisfying. And I don't know what it is, but anyways, this thing's going in S tier. A tier, because it's just a very iconic figure. The action features are very cool, and yeah, that's really all I can say. The giant T-Rex. Actually, I don't know if it's giant. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I don't know how big it is, but the bull T-Rex sort of thing. I think it's called the Omega Rex. Literally the hardest release Chaos Effect figure to get. It's so hard to get. I've seen these things. I've legit seen these things go for over $500. It's absolutely insane. But anyways, yeah, this T-Rex is, I'm not a big T-Rex person, so, like, I don't know, it's just a repaint of the Lost World Bull T-Rex, but, the color scheme, honestly, is very, very cool. I really like the color scheme on it, but again, it is just a T-Rex and nothing special or anything. And being a Bull Rex, it swallows stuff, of course, it's fine. It's not anything crazy. It's very Halloweeny. I like the colors on this. That's sort of why I chose the Chaos Effect to do a Halloween video, because they are just very Halloweeny, and I think it's really cool. The color scheme on it, very nice. Love it. The sculpt, of course, like I said, just a repaint of the Bull T-Rex. The action feature just swallows stuff, but overall this figure is nice. I think it's pretty cool. And I would definitely get it if I had $500, which I don't. I think currently there aren't even any on sale. I've looked and I can't find one anywhere. And yeah, this will probably be one that I don't get for a long time because it's so expensive. But anyways, I probably put it B tier. It's not anything exciting, but it is pretty cool looking overall. Yes, the famous Ultimasaurus. So I'm very lucky to have a replica of this figure, and it's really cool. Honestly. Of course, you all know the story. It was sadly not released due to some dumb safety reason. I think its horns were too sharp or something. Honestly, super dumb. Like, come on, couldn't they just like dull its horns or something? I don't know. I don't know really anything about that. But anyways, it's a really cool figure to have. Fortunately, due to the 3D printers, they're a little bit easier to get if you have access to one. I believe there's a model, 3D model thing that you can download and print. And it is. I got this one off of eBay actually, so I don't know. Anyways, this is due to the only having a few pictures of the actual prototype. Mine's not a complete replica, so I'm going to probably be going off of the catalog pictures. Um, pictures and everything on the figure look really cool. Of course, it's just an iconic figure overall. Like, you know, the Ultimasaurus. It's like the big bad dinosaur from the Chaos Effect line. Um, the colors on it are really cool. I wouldn't say they're my favorite, but they're very iconic, very flashy, and go in with the whole Chaos Effect line, and just look pretty nice overall. Articulation wise on this figure, it's it's got its mouth, it's got its arms and everything. The arms have some crazy articulation. Um, Seen on like the photos and everything. They look just super creepy and everything. The sculpt overall is just really creepy, and I really like that. Its hands are very weird, and everything about it just very creepy. Um, I've heard, I don't know if this is true, but the actual prototype would have had a tail action feature. I don't know if this is like 100% true. I don't remember where I heard this, but I've heard that it might be, like, it might have that, and I would assume it would too. Like, I always assumed it had an action feature because everything else pretty much did. Of course, it does have the dino damage and everything. But yeah, this figure, like, no doubt, this is an absolute S tier figure. Is it better than the Velociraptor X? Probably, just due to its articulation and overall look of it. Of course, the Velociraptor X is very nice. Why does it keep moving? Come on, I just want to move the Ultimasaurus. Yeah, and everything. The articulation, the action feature are better than the Velociraptor X. The sculpt and everything are very close because they're both very creepy, very Chaos Effect like, and they're very iconic figures. So yeah, I'll probably put it up there. The Thrasher T-Rex, and oh my gosh, I want this thing so bad. Yeah. The Thrasher T-Rex, I want it so bad, and they're really hard to get because they're super expensive. Fortunately, they're a little bit cheaper than the Omega Rex, but, cheaper, by cheaper, I mean like $200 plus. That is absolutely insane. And I really, like, look at the colors on this thing. It's just really, it's like my colors. Like, come on. It's got lime green. It's got like highlighter yellow, and it's got black and blue and the red, and even look really good together. And come on, like, seriously, I want it so bad, and I wish I had it so bad. But anyways, yeah, the colors on this thing, just straight infinite out of 10. I love the colors. The articulation, it's just its legs and its arms, and based on the Thrasher T-Rex, it's probably not that good. It does have an action feature. It is made out of rubber. It's got the thrashing feature. Yeah, I don't know what to say, but yeah, this is an S tier, and I need it really bad. I'm not a big T-Rex person, and normally I would, like, discount that as being not very good, but anyways, like, I love this figure. I love it so much, and I need it. I need it so bad. Yeah. And even like the regular Thrasher T-Rex is hard enough to get, but when you add the Chaos Effect to it, you just like, I think there's one for sale right now, and it's like $250. It's insane. Anyways, yeah. This Velociraptor uh has a very strange story on how I know about it. And I'm just gonna say, like, I don't remember how long this was. I was probably like 6 or 7. Like, it was a long time ago. And my mom had this, like, weird app on her tablet where you put dinosaurs in your pictures, and it was Chaos Effect themed, I think. I don't know. And I think it was even this picture. And I saw this, and I'm like, Man, I wish that was a toy. I want that really bad. And that's a really cool looking Velociraptor. And like years later, I learned, hey, that's actually a figure, and I need that. And I don't know why I still don't have it. Like, come on, why don't I have it? But I'm going to get this as soon as I can, because right now I currently can't get anything because of reasons. And we're gonna go ahead. I really like the colors on it. Again, it's my colors. Like, come on. It's got black. It's got bright highlighter yellow. It's got the lime green. Like, come on. And the blue and everything. It's just, is it better than the Thrasher T-Rex? I'm just going to put it right here for now because it is just a repaint of the original Jurassic Park Velociraptor figure. It's a pretty good figure, but, you know, the quality on the Thrasher T-Rex is probably a little bit better. I'm just going to move that back. Yeah, anyways, next one, we have another unreleased figure. We have the Stegospinus. Now, we don't know a lot about this figure because its official name was never released. I don't know where they're getting the Spinus from because it doesn't look like a Spinosaurus in any way. Of course, it does have to be mixed with something that is a carnivore because it does have fangs and, like, teeth. And very long arms. Maybe that's where they're getting the Spinosaurus from. I don't know. But anyways, the sculpt on it is pretty cool. It looks really cool. The color scheme, it's very purple. I will say that. But it's not the best. I mean, it's fine. It's nothing very crazy or anything. I don't know. It doesn't really have a lot of action featured. It doesn't actually. I don't think. It looks from the catalog picture that we have, it just looks like a solid figure that has 4 points of articulation, and that's really it. It's got its arms and its legs. That's pretty much it. I think I think it was supposed to come in like a 2-pack with the Oplocephalus, but again, another unreleased figure that we don't know much about. This figure's not my favorite, honestly. It's very small, but, you know, it's fine being that small. I don't really care. But again, the articulation isn't that great on it, it doesn't have an action feature, and the colors aren't the best or anything. I'll put it probably C tier. In Kyloranodon, honestly, this figure is really cool. This was one that I wasn't a huge fan of, and I wasn't really that excited about, but actually having this figure looks really cool. Like, this is one of the, it just stands out. Like, it just pops on the shelf. Even within all the chaos, it just stands out. Oh, hi, there's a cat in here. Anyways, it just stands out on the shelf. It, like, normally purple and green don't look very good to me. Like, they don't really look very good together. But on this figure, it just looks so good, and I don't know what it is. The sculpt is really cool, although I will say the crest looks more like a Parasaurolophus crest, instead of a Pteranodon crest. I don't know what's with that. Again, it has that super satisfying chaos effect plastic, and its action feature is so satisfying. Like, come on. It's just so satisfying, so relaxing, so stress relieving. I just love it so much. I don't really know what to say about this figure other than it's an A tier, absolute top of A tier. I love it. Compsognathus. Yes, there's a cat in here still. Compsognathus, another fairly new figure that I have. Its articulation isn't that great. I mean, its arm on one side just sort of hits its leg and doesn't move a lot. It's pretty much has just one pose if you want it to stand up. The sculpt, however, is really cool, really nice looking. It's again made out of that really satisfying chaos effect plastic. At least its plates are, and its tail. But anyways, yeah. Its body is made out of very hard plastic. Its action feature is not that great. I mean, it's just something, it's not that exciting. It just sticks its tongue out. Yeah. and then you push the button and it sucks it back in. I don't know. It's not that really crazy or anything. Colors on it are beautiful. It looks really cool. It reminds me of the Indoraptor, like sort of the black with a yellow stripe. It looks really cool. Just very, very flashy, very cool looking, and I love how the black sort of like just makes all the other colors just pop. It looks really nice. Honestly, I'll probably put this above the Paradynamicus. I know the actually, I don't know. I really like the sculpt on this one and the colors and everything. I'll probably put it right there. Tyrannops. This is the last one. I think it's Tyrannops or I don't know. It's something like that. It's very weird spelling and everything, but I think this is just a straight up repaint of the Lycanops. It's not the greatest model, I would say. It looks more like a hybrid than a Lycanops, but anyways, the sculpt, it's fine. Again, just a repaint. The paint on this, however, is very cool, very chaotic, very flashy. The base color is just absolutely just cheese. It looks like cheese. And I love that. I love the way that it all goes together. I will say it's an absolute pain in the butt to color and draw and everything because it's very crazy colors and patterns and everything. But anyways, yeah, this figure, I love the color scheme. Not so much the figure, but it is pretty cool. I'll probably put it like right above the Rex on B tier. But yeah, that's my Chaos Effect tier list. Yeah, there's a lot in S tier. Honestly, I've just always been a huge fan of this line. It was like the original hybrid dinosaurs. Like, this was an entirely new concept, very fun, very original for the time. Of course, before Hasbro made their abominations. But we don't talk about that. Uh, anyways, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been really fun. I can't wait to do some more Halloween related videos. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.